Hi, I'm Donna Stanger. I've been developing software for 15 years and was a teacher for 20 years before that. I'd like to share with you some of the educational philosophy and methodology that define the Mighty Math series and some thoughts about the role you can play in helping your child successfully learn mathematics. Most children have been playing with blocks since infancy. These informal play experiences have allowed them to use the principles of symmetry, congruence, and parts of a whole to build interesting structures and designs. In Pattern Roundup, using a set of virtual blocks, your child will never run out of blocks or have the whole construction fall apart just as he or she slides the last block into place. Whether using the Explore mode or the Question and Answer mode, block play will become important work as your child is guided and encouraged to build a strong foundation of geometric and spatial skills. Understanding place value, our system of units, tens, hundreds, can be extremely challenging for many children. Working with the bubble band, your child will explore numbers and how they function within our base 10 counting system. Bubble band includes both algorithmic and manipulative experiences. Your child will learn the what, the how, and the why of place value. This understanding of place value is essential to later success with adding and subtracting two-digit numbers that require regrouping, which is also referred to as borrowing and carrying or trading. Place value concepts are also important in comparing, ordering, rounding, and operating with larger numbers. Children understand and use the concepts of greater than, less than, and equal to long before they understand the symbols used to express these ideas mathematically. In the Giggle Factory, it's the number of laughs that count. Which side of the scale has more? Which side has less? Does the numeral written on the box mean that the box contains more or less than the giggles shown on the other side of the scale? Is 3 plus 2 more than 2 plus 3? Your child will be guided toward mastery of these important concepts. Many children count by rote well before they begin to understand what numbers actually mean. It's a big step from reciting numbers to realizing that a number tells us how many. Children may be able to count as high as 100 and still not know how many 100 really is. Number understanding grows as children begin sorting and counting the number of objects in a group. Combining groups and taking away from groups promotes real understanding of addition and subtraction. Building equal groups helps children to understand the concept of equivalence. And adding equal groups provides the foundation for multiplication. Keep these concepts in mind as you watch your child work with the snap clowns. Sorting and classifying are natural ways for a child to begin to organize and make sense of the world. Even at a very early age, children are able to put their own things away by sorting. Books on the shelf, stuffed animals on the bed, or toys in the toy box. In Carnival cars, children sort cars by color, driver, body type, number, and horn sound. Your child will use Venn diagrams to work with similarities and differences. Sorting and classifying objects by their attributes or characteristics is the basis for logical and deductive reasoning. Most children have been playing with blocks since infancy. These informal play experiences have allowed them to use the principles of symmetry, congruence, and parts of a whole to build interesting structures and designs. In Pattern Roundup, using a set of virtual blocks, your child will never run out of blocks or have the whole construction fall apart just as he or she slides the last block into place. Whether using the Explore mode or the Question and Answer mode, block play will become important work as your child is guided and encouraged to build a strong foundation of geometric and spatial skills. The Mighty Math series covers a wide range of math topics for children from ages 5 to 14. These topics are found in most state and district curriculum guidelines and in the standards established by the National Council of Teachers of Mathematics. The approach used is success-oriented and balanced. In a carefully guided environment that provides both directed and self-directed learning, rewards persistence, and builds confidence, your child will actively use and enjoy mathematics. The balanced approach used includes what I like to think of as basics plus roots plus wings. The basics that all children need to perform mathematical processes are emphasized in the Mighty Math series, but basics are not enough. Children also need roots. They need conceptual learning that goes beyond rote memorization of facts and allows them to understand what they're doing. This conceptual understanding makes the math that they learn last. It enables them to transfer and use mathematical concepts in a wide variety of situations, in critical thinking and in problem solving. In addition to basic processes and facts and conceptual roots, children need wings. They are capable of much higher level thought than they're often challenged to use. Mighty Math allows children to move at their own pace while challenging them to reach their full potential. Think of mathematics as a language. It can be used in speaking, listening, reading, graphically representing, or writing. Mathematics can be used to find and describe logic, order, patterns, and relationships, to solve problems, and to practice a very productive and disciplined way of thinking. Encourage your child to communicate with you about the math he or she is learning. In developing software, we select activities for which the computer is uniquely suited. If something works just as well with paper and pencil, then we leave that to paper and pencil and instead choose something that takes advantage of what technology has to offer. Many of the Mighty Math activities give children powerful new tools, tools that they can control, and with this control comes great empowerment and a keen sense of responsibility for their own learning. All Mighty Math activities feature grow slides to allow you or your child to set the difficulty level. The grow slides also allow you to see firsthand the breadth of math topics that are covered. As your child succeeds, the grow slides automatically advance through these math topics, giving you a convenient way to monitor your child's progress. Educators call the blocks and counters that your child uses in school manipulatives. These manipulatives provide concrete physical models of mathematical concepts. Use of these models fosters a more thorough understanding of the concepts by allowing children to get their hands on the math, freely manipulating and seeing the results and then constructing their own knowledge. Research shows that children who use manipulatives remember and apply concepts better and score higher on standardized tests. Many of the activities in the Mighty Math series include what we call virtual manipulatives. Much in the same way that concrete blocks and shapes are used, your child will work with these virtual manipulatives to build conceptual understanding. Because these manipulatives are virtual rather than concrete, they provide many unique learning opportunities. For example, in the pattern blocks activity, a child has an almost limitless number of blocks, the ability to instantly recolor any of those blocks, and tools that allow what-if questions about perimeter and area, as well as tools to explore rotation and symmetry. By watching children use these virtual manipulatives, you can gain a whole new kind of insight into their thinking processes, insight that you just can't get by watching them work with numbers on a page. As a parent, whether you are totally comfortable with math or struggle with math anxiety, there is still so much that you can do to help your child succeed. Begin by helping your child find interest and fun in mathematics. Encourage your child to talk about math experiences and to share with you what has been learned at school or on the computer. You can involve your child in math that is part of everyday life. Cooking, spending money or comparing prices in the store, paying bills, balancing a checkbook, or building a new deck are just a few of the many examples. Most of all, whether it's kindergarten or 8th grade, arithmetic or algebra, you can communicate directly to your child a strong, positive belief in his or her ability to succeed. Give your child the steady support of a parent who says, "I know you can do it." All of us at EdMark want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to share our love of learning with you and your child. Our goal is to ensure that if EdMark's name is on the product, there's a world of learning inside.